Hi and welcome to a Be Well Wellness Coaching Introduction course. You're doing brilliantly. You are on day 9, so only 2 days to go. Really think today how far you've come. Review when you started, how you felt, how you feel now. Are you any closer to that word that you chose at the beginning of the course? I hope so. What I want to talk about today is the area of social wellness. So that really is about your relationships and how they're going and your networks. So what's the problem? Why is it there? Why does it exist? Why is there that challenge? And how are we going to address that today? So what the problem can be is that often, in terms of our time and our investment and our energy in this area, we often spread ourselves way too thin. We can really try and please people and spend a lot of time investing in relationships where there's not a kind of reciprocal angle on that. So the way in which this can manifest itself is that we go to extremes to support, help and invest time and do activities that really aren't meaningful or congruent with the rest of our wellness aims and how we want to spend our time and our energy and our goals and our values. So why can that be there? I think in society we're expected to have quite wide networks, especially on social media. And I spent a long time kind of looking at social media and doubting its kind of usefulness. However, I think if we're intentional about the networks and the social relationships that we have on social media and in real life, so to speak, that can massively help. So the why can be that we would expect our lives to look like other people. We try and keep up with the Joneses. We believe that people have these picture perfect lives and families that really don't exist in reality. So how are we going to address that? How are we going to fix that today? A tool that I use a lot with my wellness coaching clients is something called circles of support. And it's actually something from my social work background that I've used with my service users for years, and can be really helpful in terms of understanding who is really there for people, who can really help them when they need it and support them when they need it, and what reciprocal relationships they have, and what different labels we give people and how we categorize them in our lives. So what I'd like you to do today is literally draw circles on a page. I haven't got any paper. This is good. So going like that. And in the middle, I want you to put names of people who are in your circle of intimacy. So those are people that are so incredibly close to you, that you trust, that have turned up for you in your life when you've needed them most, who have seen you on your worst and your best days and have still been there for you. There should not be a lot of names in that circle, so please don't worry if there's 1, 2 or 3. That's completely to be expected. So that's your circle of intimacy. And then the next circle, I really want you to think about circle of friendship. Sorry, I forgot which one it was there. So circles of friendship. So circles where it might not be an intimate relationship, but it is a friendship. It's something where there is give and take, that maybe you don't see each other as much. You don't have that intensive amount of contact, but those people are still there for you. The next circle is a circle of involvement. So these people are there. They're maybe there because there's something that you do together. There's something that you're in, like a choir, or at work. It could be colleagues. And then the circle on the very outside is circle of transaction. So these people are simply in my life because of what I get from them or what they get from me. And you might find that as you go through those circles, intimacy, friendship, involvement and transactions, that you realise that people in your head are actually in different circles than what they are in your life. So that would play itself out in terms of the circle of intimacy is the people that you really want to be spending the most amount of time and investing in. The circle of friendship is a step down from that. The circle of transaction is really understanding that those people are simply there because of a transaction, and that's okay, but you wouldn't want to be investing in them hugely in your life. So have a good think about that. Work out where you want your social relationships and your networks to be. Social media might be entirely transaction. It's entirely up to you. But have a think about those meaningful relationships, those meaningful social interactions, your hobbies, where you want those relationships to be in terms of the time and energy you're spending on them going forward. Thanks. Bye.